Basically, we came together to find a solution for the problem that Latifa shared with us from Maslaha, as how some parents were seeing challenges. Or is that you, Win, sharing? Some parents were seeing challenges with everything that's happening and having their kids, the schools shut. Um, then they were overwhelmed by the amount of resources and by the level of expertise that they needed to have in order to access technology and see like which one of all of these resources that suddenly came to life should I use to help my child. And also we're taking into consideration, especially like parents that are not tech savvy, whose English is not like the first language. Maybe they live in overcrowded housing. Maybe they're on like very long 0-hour contracts, so they are shift workers, and they don't have the energy or to search through all of these broad resources to look for a solution, to see how to help their children. So for now, I'm gonna leave it with Win now from that.
Cool. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. New to Blue Jeans, but yeah, got that working out. So, yeah, as Inez talked about the problem, our solution was basically to create an easy-to-use platform for parents to get access to the resources, including experts, to help them manage the needs of their children during this time and support their learning. So, hence we created connected learning, which essentially serves that purpose. Some of our key features in particular is that we put the parent experience and journey at the core and heart of the design. We made a simple to use landing page so that it's easy for them to navigate around, especially conscious that some parents might not be tech savvy. And also we wanted the registration process to be as seamless and easy as possible. And we also had in mind an offline journey as well as a journey that would support non-English speaking parents as well. So in terms of the user journey, starting with the parents, there's a couple of things that they can do obviously and click around, but the main thing we would expect is that when they land on the homepage, they would go to ask for help. They would be able to see a sample, a list of mentors that are available. They would submit a request form to get help. They would fill in a little bit of details, and then they would get their account and requests created for them behind the scenes. And then a mentor would respond to that help request, and they would be able to, in their account, view the message and the response that they got, and they can have the interaction there. The other thing would just be that if they don't wish to specifically ask for help, they can just go on the homepage, view some available resources, or contact us directly. For the mentors, they would land on the homepage, go to a section that's offering help, and then they would send an email to volunteer. Ourselves, we would then vet and create an account for them, and from there they can log in, view some unassigned requests, so all the messages that have come in from the parents, and choose which one to respond to, and from there we assign it to them, and they'll be able to have that interaction with the parents. So Inez, if you want to talk about the backend.
For the backend, we used Ruby and Ruby and Rails to take advantage of the GEM device for authentication. At the moment, we are using SQLite as a database, but we're going to change it to Postgres. So basically, our backend, hopefully, it's all done. We've got different API endpoints, like where the volunteer or the parent can sign up, password reset, sign in, sign out, list all volunteers, view specific volunteers, send messages, view the actual message thread, which you will be able to visualize a little bit when do the demo. And then we've got also endpoints with all the languages, and then a list of skills that parents can select from. Yeah, so that's
cool. There's quite a bit on the video, but it just basically goes through what backend APIs that we have.
To the next one.
Yeah, cool. Great. So for ourselves, so for the front end, we use React, specifically a package or component library called semantic UI React. We also incorporated Redux and Axios to hook up the front end and the back end. Now we're going to do a bit of a live demo. So let me just exit the presentation. Can you all see okay? Great.
Yeah.
So this is the home landing page. So it kind of gives a description of what the connected learning platform is about, and kind of describes how it works. So some like resources that they can get access to. So for the parent, they can go to ask for help, and from there they get a little bit of information. They can see some mentors, and then they can actually go to this form, and they fill in the information, and that gets sent into a queue for volunteers. So from the volunteer journey, as I mentioned before, if they go to offer help, they would just for now click here to fire an email to us so we can get them signed up and vetted. We also have opportunity for you to log in. So once you're logged in, you can see messages that you've already had assigned to you. If you want to look at others, you can go to unassign requests and pick to respond to whichever request you would. And then the final thing, just to show you, is some resources that we've got on there. These are various websites like NASA, BBC, even Joe Wick's PE lessons are on there, so parents can get access to those and find some quick and easy things to keep their kids kind of entertained and do activities with them through that. Go back to...
I have one more slide. I'll run through it very quickly. So yeah, we just wanted to highlight some of the challenges that we had. Obviously, at the beginning, it was what type, like installation, setting up the project. Should we do 1 week or should we do 2? We started with 1, then separated. Defining our MVP has proven to still be a little bit of a challenge because we are so passionate about the project that we kind of overachieved every step of the way. So there's still a lot to do for anybody that wants to contribute afterwards. Prioritizing the user journey and aligning wireframes to backend time constraints. It was more like, what can we do right now and what should we do? What do we want to see? Connecting the front end and the back end, we haven't been able to do that. So everything that Win showed you is local stored. We still need to do the integration, the offline journey via SMS to make it more inclusive for those parents that don't have access to internet is almost done, I heard. Yeah. And we need to deploy to a hosting site. So there's still a lot of things that we need to fix and do, but we're very proud. And I just want to say a big shout out to the graphics, because if you saw them, they're so pretty and incredible, and it just looks amazing. But that's it for us now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Round of applause.
Yeah, the graphics were absolutely incredible, and yeah, just so impressive. Everything you've managed to do in such a short period of time. As we said, for that final sort of step, maybe to get it hosted, we do have AWS volunteers as well as Google Cloud volunteers. So do use them to your will, and get it hosted, get it up there. And yeah, I hope everyone continues working on the project, and who knows, tweet about this. Maybe we can get more people to jump in on your project, and if not, other people's projects as well. Before we hand over to the next app, though, I know we heard from Latifa before. This is your sort of area, education. So yeah, what are your sort of thoughts on this? Does it excite you?
Just unmute myself. Yeah, so I'm really delighted. As you'll all have seen, it looks so amazing, and we kind of at this, I can't believe that from the point of the start of the weekend when it was kind of like we discussed this, there were so many people who were on board to give energy and time, and for them to have all pulled together and come up with it in that short period of time is just incredible. And hopefully once those changes that Win and Ines ran through, that still need done are finished, we will be in a position at Maslaha, the organisation I work for, to start testing it with parents as part of our Schools with Roots programme, and really just getting it out there. And and hopefully, as everything in this particular time, we need to move quickly, and I'm really hopeful that this is, and I think the commitment from the team shows, I guess, just like how much we kind of like people believe in the idea that this could actually be a helpful interface. The team was incredible, and it's all kind of above my analog mind, but I'm just I'm really grateful for what they've done and excited to use it. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, me too. I'm excited for you to use it, and do definitely, let us know how it goes. And keep us all posted. I think the whole community would love to sort of keep following this and seeing how it develops. So yeah, awesome. Thank you.
Phoebes as well, just one last thing on that. The AWS folks that you mentioned were so helpful in the assistance channel when we asked about how to do like an offline SMS solution. It was just like this arbitrary idea, and they were like, we've got a service for that. Obviously, AWS, of course they do. But yeah, so they've been wonderful, and they've also supported us with a bunch of credits. Nikki Ward has supplied us with a bunch of credits, so we can actually continue using that service for the actual charity after. So yeah, please, to the other teams as well, if you want that support, AWS are on standby and just ready and raring to give you it. But thanks to them too.
Awesome.
Can I say something very quick? I just want to give a big shout out to my team, because everybody was so supportive, and we had so many different levels of experience that when we couldn't do something or when we broke something, nobody was upset. Everybody was like, no worry, then let's do this. Let's find another solution. And I've just had an incredible time these 3 days, and I feel like I know them all. So thank you. Thank you for all of that.